Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel with another interesting video. This year's Mr. Olympia 2025 shocked everyone. Not one, not two, but three major controversies came out of it. Many fans say Hadi Choopan wasn't the only one robbed. Nick Walker was also treated unfairly by the judges. The proof is right in the official scorecard. In prejudging, Martin Fitzwater got 26 points and Nick Walker got 29. Judges said Nick wasn't in his best condition, fine. But in the finals, Martin got 25 points again with the same body, the same shape as before, while Nick came in sharper, fuller, and in peak condition. Yet the judges gave him 30 points. How does that make sense? How can a better version of Nick score worse? In this video, we'll compare their physiques from prejudging and finals pose by pose and break down what really happened. We'll see if Nick truly deserved a higher placing and why many believe the judges purposely kept him out of the top 5. Let's look at the truth behind the numbers, not the politics. So, without wasting any time, let's start the video. In the front double biceps pose during prejudging, Nick Walker looked a bit off, slightly flat, not as full as usual. That's why Martin Fitzwater had the edge early on. His shape looked tighter and more balanced in that round. But in the finals, the story changed. Nick came back with more size, better conditioning, sharper detail, and fuller muscles. His physique looked tighter, abs more defined, and arms fuller. Even Tyler Mannion, president of the IFBB Pro League, said Derek Lunsford had an edge over others because of size, but the question is, was Nick smaller than Martin? No. In the finals, Nick clearly had the mass advantage, denser muscle and better separation. Yes, his waist appeared a little bloated, but the overall physique balance, muscle maturity, vascularity and stage presence made him the stronger competitor in the finals. Martin edged Nick in prejudging, but Nick clearly won the finals in conditioning and muscle fullness. In the side chest pose, both Nick Walker and Martin Fitzwater look very close, but Nick holds a clear edge in size and muscle fullness. His chest is thicker, his arms and shoulders are denser, and his legs show more sweep from the side. Conditioning-wise, both are almost equal, neither showing extreme dryness or deep separation here. But when it comes to overall size, muscle maturity, and fullness, Nick looks more complete. From prejudging to finals, not much changed in this pose for either competitor. However, Nick's side legs, hamstring tie-ins, and calves stand out more. His chest looks fuller and rounder, giving him a clear advantage in overall density and balance. Nick Walker takes it for size, thickness, and roundness. In the back double biceps pose, Nick Walker dominates completely. His back is thicker, wider, and more detailed than Martin Fitzwater's. The difference in muscle maturity is clear. Nick's traps, lats, and rear delts show deeper separation and density. Martin's back lacks that maturity and width. His glutes and hamstrings are also not tight, showing less definition and size from the rear. Nick's lower body isn't at 100% either, but still sharper and fuller than Martin's. From prejudging to finals, Nick kept his back details strong and even improved his fullness. Martin stayed the same, no extra conditioning, no visible improvement. On structure, density, and muscular balance, Nick beats Martin easily in this pose. That's why many fans question if Nick was clearly better from the back. How did judges keep Martin ahead in both rounds? What's the reason behind it? Bias, politics, or something personal? Because this Olympia looked more unfair than ever. In the back lat spread, Nick Walker again holds the clear edge. His back is wider, thicker, and denser from top to bottom. Even though his conditioning isn't razor sharp, the muscle depth and structure are on another level. Martin Fitzwater's back lacks the same width and thickness, there's less density through the mid-back, and his lats don't flare out as wide. His hamstrings and glutes are also softer, showing less detail and size compared to Nick. If the judges gave Martin the edge here, on what basis? Because from this pose, it's almost equal in structure except Nick carries more size, mass, and balance. Martin doesn't show any visible advantage in back width, muscle maturity, or detail. And this raises the main question. Just 3 months ago in Pittsburgh, Nick clearly beat Martin in every comparison. So, how did that same Martin suddenly outperform Nick at Mr. Olympia, especially when Nick showed up sharper and fuller in the finals? Prejudging may not have been Nick's best, but in the finals he delivered. Still, the judges didn't move him up. That's why many believe this Olympia wasn't decided by physiques, it was decided by politics. In the side triceps pose, Martin Fitzwater takes the clear advantage. His triceps look more mature, denser, and detailed compared to Nick Walker's. The muscle pops better under the light, and his overall shape flows cleaner. Martin's tight midsection gives him a more aesthetic structure in this pose. His waist control and upper body balance make the shot look complete, not perfect, but stronger than Nick's. Nick Walker, on the other hand, looks slightly off here. His waist appears bloated, and his triceps lack the same maturity and sharpness. He does have a small edge in side leg thickness, showing deeper separation in the quads and hamstrings, but it's not enough to overcome the upper body difference. Martin Fitzwater wins. His triceps quality, tighter core, and balanced proportions make him superior in this pose. In the abs and thigh pose, both bodybuilders show solid conditioning, tight midsections, and strong leg definition, but there's a clear difference in shape and flow. Martin Fitzwater displays a more aesthetic and balanced look. His abs are sharper, with deep separation and symmetry. His legs are well developed with clean lines and visible cuts. The overall presentation looks clean, structured, and visually appealing. Nick Walker, on the other hand, shows bigger abs and strong muscle density, but his waist appears wider, which slightly breaks the flow of the pose. His abs are visible and developed, but not as crisp as Martin's. In earlier shows like Pittsburgh and New York, this pose was one of Nick's strongest, but here it looks less refined. Both perform strong, but Martin Fitzwater gets the edge for cleaner lines, tighter waist, and better aesthetic flow in the abs and thigh pose. In the most muscular pose, Nick Walker completely takes control. His size, fullness, and muscle density dominate the shot. Every muscle group, chest, shoulders, arms, and quads, looks thicker, rounder, and more defined. The muscle maturity and detail are clear, especially in the finals, where he looks sharper and more shredded than in prejudging. Martin Fitzwater hits a solid pose, but the difference in power and presence is obvious. He has good shape and symmetry, but he lacks the mass, muscle depth, and grainy look that Nick brings. To reach that level, Martin still needs more size, muscle thickness, and a tighter, drier conditioning like Nick or Hadi Choopan. Most muscular Nick Walker wins clearly. Both rounds go to Nick for overall muscle volume, detail, and stage dominance. So after breaking down every pose from prejudging to finals, it's clear. Nick Walker beat Martin Fitzwater in almost every comparison. Nick had more size, muscle fullness, conditioning, and overall stage presence. Even in the rounds where Martin looked good, Nick still held the stronger physique overall. But then the question comes, why did the judges score it this way? In the finals, Nick got 59 points and Martin got 51. How? Tyler Mannion said in the recap that Derek Lunsford had the edge because of his size. So what about here? Does Nick Walker look smaller than Martin? Does he look weaker? No, not at all. Then why did the judges push Nick out of the top 5 and lift Martin higher? What was the reason? Bias? Politics? Or just a clear robbery in front of everyone? Because what happened this year wasn't fair. First, Hadi Choopan got robbed, then Nick Walker, and even Behrouz Tabani didn't make it to the top 10 despite looking incredible. This Olympia will be remembered not for the physiques, but for the unfair judging. Now, it's your turn. What do you think about these results? Did the judges get it right, or was Nick Walker robbed? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you support fair judging and real bodybuilding, make sure to subscribe and stay with the channel for the next breakdown.